It's time to work, y'all. And even the clock is right twice a day. Uh, my name is Anthony Mix. I got a few names. On here is Johnny on the spot. And what I want to talk about is the unobvious. It's not a black or white thing, it's a thing about power. And a group of people who look like me and you, and also a group of people who don't look like me and you, controlling the scenes, put there in place. And so once you know that, then it will be a little bit more less of a mystery. But no one has all the pieces to the puzzle. So if I say something that's far fetched, definitely disregard. But we finna start chopping wood, and what we want to chop wood on is when America was conquered, the conquest of America. You know that America is under conquest. Nobody likes to talk about this shit. But I'm going to be the one to be the bearer of bad news. And you have this class system of bourgeoisie, all of these systems in place to facilitate the such backings of a hijack. And these people, these witches and warlocks and Jesuit priests, and all of these groups of people have been working fervently to distract you and hide the fact that they have been solely responsible for, the travesty and the blood loss and the significant properties and land and the pillage of us Americans. And when I say us Americans, America take on different looks. So you don't never want to think that it's just, specifically my phenotype. It may be light skin. It may be darker than me because we are definitely one now, but that wasn't always the case. We come from conglomerates and confederations of groups of people who like to do stuff in secret, and as a result, some people who are not connected must pay. And so once you kind of understand that, then you know. A lot of us was born in this matrix, so we don't know. And so the less that I know, the more I know. The more I know, the less that I know. So I'm just kicking the ball around, and I'm not talking feel good. I'm talking about things that actually have taken place. And like I said, the hijack of America was about people coming here from Europe. And early on, the first part of the indentured servant, get down that they was doing, these certain people, because it was Negro control. This was a Negro republic. And when I talk about republic, you can't look at it the way you looked at it traditionally with the Republicans, and because a lot of us have been tainted with ideas, but we know very little in the scope of everything they've used against you that they took from you. So it's no wonder that a lot of times when you see people representing something that we have been known to abhor, it makes you wonder what the fuck. Well, those people may be privy to information that has not been privy to you, so don't knock them. It is a strength. The truth is stranger than fiction, y'all. And so I can only talk a little bit. So I just want to introduce you to what's going on right now. We're dealing with the people who have been subjugated. Their lands have been taken from them. And it wasn't a black or white thing. It was a group of people that looked different. Some was black, some was white, some was They look different. So you can't point the finger at no one person because the power is hiding and the power has different faces. You must know that the power is not just one specific phenotype. Once you understand that, then you will understand what's going on. There's no one face to what is going on right now with this country still trying to, drain and destroy the wealth and destroy this beautiful, this amass. So these people that I was talking about were black so-called Europeans, black Germans, black Dutch, black Portuguese, black French. And when I say France, please forgive me. I'm talking about France in America. So-called France is what we see as Louisiana and their in the all the empires that belong to France, like Haiti and other parts of the Mississippi that we now know as other states. But you're dealing with the idea of all of this shit being spun from here by backroom people who are performing magic daily to keep you in the dark about what's going on with you. And you must know that we are groups of people. Some call us Indians, some call us indigenous, some call us Moors, some call us Hebrews. Forgive me if I didn't mention what they may call you. But you must understand that we've always warred. Color does not unify. So once you understand that, it's just be about catching up with your crowd and moving in trust, trusting each other with treaties, shaking each other's hands. And I think the trust is very important right now, as it was back then. So yeah, it was dark Europeans and their counterparts who was involved in this conquest, a coup. The republic that used to be were basically Negroes, and they owned everything. And they were importing people, and the people that they were importing, so-called slaves who were black and who were white, and they infiltrated the slaves and the people from Europe infiltrated. We married a lot of them because we soft-hearted people, and a lot of them that were white women. We married, our ancestors who were slave masters or so-called slave masters. They were owners. They owned a lot of these people, and one of the ways that you could, earn your freedom would be to work for 7 years, they say. But I have a feeling that this other part of us, because nothing is all good, we wasn't probably living up to our part of the deal and was keeping people in everlasting slavery, especially when you put people in trust. So I think I'll do a part 2 on this because uh, it's very convoluted and very, 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 very large. Once you understand that all the so-called world now is fake and is made up as corporations and not real nations, then you know that everything that was in this great old world, not Africa. Africa is new. I know a lot of you Pan Africans gonna feel the way you feel. Just scroll and skip. It ain't for you unless you want to learn something. I used to be Pan Africans too. Much love. But right now, you be very detrimental to try to get in my way. The train is moving and it's a big train. So it's never too late to change and, move away from your treacherous and treasonous ways because you know that we know and we're waking up. and there's nothing that could stop us. So my homework for y'all, because I'm gonna finish telling this story. So it's a big story, right? And you're talking about different groups of people lumped in as so-called black, but we come from many nations as one. I guess when we was a republic, it was a different understanding. There was treaties in place, and these other people just then took over, and they just were sloppy with it. They crashed the empire because it didn't belong to them. They couldn't respect it because it didn't belong to them, and they changed the names with these corporations to everything that used to be in America and made it all throughout the world. So everything that you think is the original names for some of these countries like Italy and Spain and France, a lot of these in historical Egypt that really was here in Americas. So once you kind of understand that, you know, so my homework is for you to start revealing the original names of these countries that they have turned into corporations. Remember, when you hear these people saying these names, they're not real countries, they're corporations. They're paper entities posing as real countries. They have just renamed them. So I'll give you one. And when you answer in the comments, I want you to like and share. And I want you to do your homework and find out the original names of some of these countries. So I got one for you. We'll kick the ball off. And then the next time we talk, we'll share a little bit more information about everything that I was telling you today. It's a long story. It's a beautiful story. God bless America and its original inhabitants. So here goes the one I want to give you. China used to be called Cathay. Okay, you may see it a few places. Cathay, 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 I believe. Now the next thing you guys do is start looking. I'll give you two. So-called Spain now, which was a corporation created in 1979 or whatever, used to be called Iberia. So now what I want you to do is do your homework and look up the original names of all of these countries, these corporations, and find out what the original name was. And we're going to tear this down together, all right? Salute.